Hey everybody, Thomas here. I'm in Mr. Roberts' shop, and we did a little competition the other day, or a little trivia game, and Mr. Watts up in Canada got it correct. And this is what we're going to make. This right here is the start of a Black Walnut deep dish spoon. And also there's another gentleman who sent me a pretty cool tool a while back. It's like a log scale that tells you based on the diameter of a log, what size cant you should be able to get out of it. So I have a spatula spoon type thing that I started a while back out of mesquite. And then Mr. Watts, he requested a black walnut spoon, so got the start of a black walnut spoon right here. So I'm going to go ahead and set the time lapse up, and then you'll see us working like little bees in here. All right, thanks. Okay, so last night while I was recording the making of these spoons and everything, my phone actually died. So it was a hyperlapse. We did the opening scene, talked about what we're going to do, changed it up. The one I showed in the beginning of the video is actually this spoon. This is the spoon that Mr. Robert made. It's got a nice little two-tone everything. And this is actually a piece of black walnut that came off our farm in Tennessee. And this is the one that I end up making. This will be for Mr. Watts. It turned out really nice. It made it through Mr. Roberts' QA process. If you see, I had to go a few extra times back to the sander. He would not let me do anything but what he thought was deemed as acceptable. I'm very happy the way the spoon turned out. It's, again, black walnut. It's roughly about an inch or so in thickness, and lengthwise looks to be, I guess, around 11-12 inches, somewhere in that range. But very happy with this turned out. And Mr. Roberts' spoon here, his is a little bit deeper, more about 1.5 inches, and he's got a nice little two-tone in there. Down the shaft of the spoon as well, a little bit longer, not quite as wide. Then also he's got this little bark inclusion there, which looks pretty neat. But overall, it just we couldn't really show the, all of his trade techniques and everything, but you can see in the video as we're walking around, it takes some time. Mr. Robert, I think, knocked his spoon out in roughly about 30 minutes, whereas it took me darn near an hour to get this one done. But yeah, I'm very happy the way it turned out. This is the first black walnut one that I've made. I've made a few out of oak, and I've made some out of mesquite and pecan, but this is actually the second spoon I've ever made that has a deep bowl like this, and I'm very happy the way it turned out. I mean, it looks really good. There's very few, if any, tool marks. The only marks you see in the front and back there are kind of like some stretch marks. But I'm very happy. So get it focus. Very happy way it turned out, though. I think Mr. Watts, you'll be happy with this one. This has got some beautiful grain to it. And again, this came off our farm up in Tennessee. Yeah, pretty neat. So, hope you enjoyed that video. More to come. I need to see if I can get Mr. Robert to show us how he makes some of his rolling pins and how he makes some of his rocking horses. He makes some beautiful rocking horses. And then, you know, later down the road, I'll show a myriad of spoons that he makes. He makes a lot of different designs. No two spoons are the same. I mean, this is literally, he's been making spoons for 30 plus years, and they all are beautiful. Even his first spoon looked pretty good, but he's come a long way, and he's teaching me some of his secrets on that, and I'm very appreciative of that. All right, we'll see you around. Thanks.